Hello, I am live. So, Tuesday stream, we did finish it. If you didn't manage to catch the end of it because Mixer just up and died, you can find the VOD on my YouTube channel, or in like past streams. So, yeah. It's split into two on my past streams, but it should be mostly there. It's definitely all there on YouTube because obviously that was recorded on my computer. Today we are going back to Draugen because I'm kind of curious to find out what's going on with this game and where we're going. As always, disclaimer. It's a promotional stream. I received a copy of this. Behold the power of two monitors. Hi, Scruff. I received a copy of this game from Ideate Xbox for streaming purposes. Ooh, Superboy is auto hosting me. Must have finished the stream sooner today. So yeah, it came out in February. So we're just getting to it now because I have a bit of a backlog and. We had various lockdown competitions and obviously lockdown itself, but it's been very good so far, and I've been enjoying it, so yeah, hopefully the camera is in the right position. Oops. Possibly. I think something got bonked. So yeah, without further ado, hopefully game music is coming in. I really wish that wouldn't pop up. It's like, I'm signed in, just be me. Right, no, that's definitely there. There we go. So yes, hello everyone. Yeah, Jesse's still streaming. His seed went a bit sideways. So I'm going to have the stream up, so if I'm occasionally looking that way, it's because I want to see how he's doing. Not that I can tell from looking where he is, but at least I know what Ganon looks like, I think. So yes, we think we got into like day 3 or something. Hopefully it'll tell us what day we're on, but if not, I think it was about day 3. We had gone into the village. Well, basically, quick summary, quick recap. It does reveal emails. It's really annoying. And not even my email. Everybody else's. Yeah, day 3. There we go. So, quick summary. Last time on Draugen. Yeah, so we arrived in this place in... Oh, I've forgotten the name of the little village. Hang on. There's a menu drawing thing. Come on. There we go. Gravik. We arrived in Gravik. So we've done a bit of exploring. So we're looking for our sister Elizabeth, and we're currently staying at the Fretlands. When we arrived at the house, no one was there. We looked around the village. No one's been there. We've done some sketches of little huts. Basically, we just like drawing little huts, apparently. We did 3 little drawings. So we are up at the top right. We have done an explore round. We visited the church. We found that we went back to the dock at one point and found that our boat had disappeared. We found a railway to a mine, but we've not gone through there. We unfortunately found that the daughter of the people we're staying with has died. She fell off the cliff on the... Oops, this way. The cliff over on the you see that headless teddy bear? That's where she fell down. She fell like from the church, and then we went up. There is not a little piggy in each hut though. Hi Paul, which is sad. So yeah, we found a headless teddy bear and some blood, and we went up and round, and you can see all the way over on the left the hangman by the gravesite. Yeah, we found a dead man hanging there. It's like, what the actual? So hence why it's an 18 stream. The shop in town where the hat is in the middle of the map, That's our sister's hat, apparently. We found it in the general store. We also found some information that the son of the people that own the general store may have killed the daughter, but we're not sure. There was certainly a lot of animosity there. In fact, the people that own the general store were actually the twins of the people that own the house we're in. So, which is the Fretlands? Yes. So, Mrs. Fretland's sister was married to Mr. Fretland's brother, but the sister died. And then, yeah, their son and their daughter became friends, even though there was animosity because of something to do with the mine. We also found our sister's scarf, so we have this creepy-ass mannequin thing that we're just assembling. This is our sister. Oh, yeah, and there's this annoying head bob, which I'm going to have to get used to.
I will find you again.
So we found the scarf and the hat that belonged to her sister. So this dude in the mirror is the brother of the lady we're looking for. And then there's a little girl, I don't know, teenager, who is his ward, I believe. I don't think they're actually related.
Lissy?
Her name's Lissy. She is Spitfire. She's great. We keep on sleeping on a sofa. It's quite disturbing. So yeah, so I'm assuming today we're going to wander up to the mine and figure out what's going on there. But yeah, it's really sad we found out that the daughter died. So apparently we can't look at those at the moment. So yeah, we found a book that was why can't we see anything? Oh, because we've already looked at it probably. So yeah, so the couples that got married, Johan and Anna, Frederick and Margaret. So Frederick and Margaret, I believe, are the ones we're staying in. But yeah, 2 sets of twins, quite cool. And then yeah, this is the daughter. I'm gonna say her name's Ruth. But you know how bad I am with names. So yeah, we did have a fire. We can usually interact with stuff. Yes, there we go. Open. We have been interacting with stuff, but apparently if we've already seen it...
Alice!
Yes, Alice, Lissy. Our name is Edward, Teddy. So yeah, so there's the kitchen, but yeah, no one's here. Upstairs are trying to come through the floor again. Yeah, we found out that her sister died, and she wrote to her sister to try and figure out, you know... Oh yeah, so the twin men had a little brother, and he died in the mine. Oh, hello. We can draw! Of course, we're going to draw. I really am annoyed. Oh, it's not a little shed, though. It's not a little hut, it's the weird bed. Yeah. It's been really quite cool, but he's not quite right in the head. He keeps on seeing things and imagining things, and it's, you know... It's, I don't know. It's possibly there's something not quite right going on. But yeah, alright, we got a little hut, a little hut, a little hut on stilts, and the weird bed thing. So yeah. But yeah, the map keeps on getting filled in. He's sketching it. So yeah, this is a very uncomfortable looking bed thing. But yeah, we found the diary of the lady, which is when we found out that the daughter died. So there's like a whole thing. Yeah, Ruth. Ruth is the daughter. But yeah, we're definitely going to end up going to the mine, I believe. No sign of the sister. Simon. Simon was the son of the other guy, of the brother and the sister. So yeah. Oh yeah, but there's the only problem I have with this game is this really freaking irritating head bob. It is the most irritating head bob.
Where are you, Lissy?
I'm in here.
Oh, she's in the kids' room. So we've got this one door we can't open, which I think is the parents' bedroom. Frederick and Margaret, and then there's this guest room, which is hopefully where Alice has been staying. Well, she's kept it very neat if she has. She keeps on saying I should stay in here, but which I agree with, because, you know, sofa is not comfortable. It's been a little bit spoopy,
Listen.
but it's mostly been sort of atmospheric, and the graphics are absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, we are in Scandinavia, one of the countries, I forget which one. Fjords, probably Norway. You know, my memory for names is a bit terrible, but yeah.
Where are you?
In the bedroom.
Why are we
This
in
is
here?
her room.
It is.
Are you paying attention? Ruth,
I know.
can you imagine? One moment you're living a perfect
Yeah,
happy
okay,
life,
fine. I'm
and
not
then
very good at flags.
nothing.
So I'm hoping that all the levels are
Darkness.
good enough
Forever and
for
ever.
everyone. Sound-wise. I think I balanced it
Maybe
last
there's
time, so...
something here that can tell us what happened to her.
This is a waste
Oh,
of my
hello.
time.
We might be the only ones left to tell her story. Edward.
We seem
You're
to be
just
fighting
being
Ganon,
melodramatic.
so that's good.
I'll help you look.
So,
There's still no sign of the Fretlands.
Maybe they left town after Ruth died.
they should have written to him, but...
Ruth was an artist.
This is very primitive.
Have you ever met a child, Edward? She wasn't Monet. She was 8. This must be the village church. That's Ruth and her family on one side of the aisle. Simon and his father on the other.
Yeah.
The community divided. What am I looking for?
Anything out of the ordinary. Something that could explain what happened to Ruth.
This is real life, not a whodunit by Agatha Christie. There won't be a convenient series of clues leading to a tidy conclusion.
Says you. She found something.
Where's that supposed to be?
A cave.
Treasure!
Or the...
Mine. It could be.
But
what
yeah,
did
oh
she
yeah,
find?
I was saying the younger
Something
brother of
important
the
enough to
twins
draw.
died. They all owned the mine, and that's what broke them apart.
Draugen.
Hey. The undead monster from
Hey,
those
it's the name of the
folktales.
game.
What an odd book for a child to have.
I don't know. Children love scary stories.
Do they?
This
Do
looks
they?
interesting.
I mean, actually, yeah, I used to read point
Read
horror.
some of it to me, please.
Aww.
In Norwegian folklore, the appearance of Draugen, the reanimated corpse of a drowned mariner, heralds death.
Also, hi Dan.
Draugen
And
haunts the
Colin
black
Ross.
seas
I
in a
said those.
shattered boat. The beast
Yay,
has
he did
a
it.
man's
219.
body
Not too bad.
and wears a sou'wester. But instead of a head, there is tangled seaweed, and the revenant's chilling cry freezes mortal blood to ice.
How much did...
Draugen
You lose
has the
by-
power to enter the dreams of the living. If you wake from such a dream, you
Jesse
have been
won!
spared.
Seriously?
Or someone close to you.
I mean, he thought he'd
Listen to that.
lost.
It's nonsense, of course.
That's brilliant.
Not
How much
something a
by?
child should
Oh,
be
oh,
reading.
we don't know. Cause
Do you think
he's
Draugen
won.
took our boat?
That's
Maybe
brilliant.
he's out there, on the fjord, waiting for nightfall so he can return to shore.
Why is
No.
he... Is he
You're
whinging
so
over his
wax
win?
Poetry, Edward Charles Harden. I pity you.
Edward Charles Harden. Yes, that's our name. So yes, he won. Congratulations. See, I should have just waited 20 minutes. And then I could have seen the end. He was just so sure he was going to lose.
She
Have more
made her
confidence
bed
in
that
yourself,
morning
Jesse.
Before she...
Or her parents did. It doesn't matter. It tells us nothing.
Oh,
did
yeah.
you
I
write
mean, I
this
understand
today?
with that.
Betty's not the only person in the world that matters.
She matters the most to me.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, Alice is not as sort of like convivial about the sister.
Ruth never finished this. What does that spell? F-O-R-B.
For Banelson. The curse.
The
What is that
curse.
figure supposed to be? It's creepy. It looks a bit like the Draugen in her book.
A figment of her imagination. But the box she drew. It looks like this box under her desk.
Really?
Handy.
Let me see. Pull it out.
Yeah, but he still won. Oh, or did his opponent forfeit? Or is his opponent still going? Because I like listening to the recap thing. I should have just waited to start streaming. Now I've got to wait and like go back
What
and
is
listen to the end of
this?
the VOD and shit.
I believe this might qualify as actual treasure.
Cool.
that
We found
Norwegian?
treasure.
Sort of, but ancient. Viking coins.
Oh,
Are they
still
valuable?
going. Fair enough.
Not in terms of monetary value, but historically.
Excuse me.
Belong in a museum.
Looks like Ruth had
I
her
really
own
want
private
chocolate.
museum.
Why would a child have these artifacts?
She must have enjoyed collecting and playing with them.
These are much too precious to play with. She should have given these to an adult.
She was a child, Edward. To her, they were just shiny toys. Wait! The pin! On the doll!
This is where it came from. Her collection.
But where did she find these treasures?
There's
If we're
another
to
pin in
believe her
there.
drawing, perhaps the mine. She may have found a grave site.
There was a curse, though.
Wherever she
Ooh.
found them, she wanted to keep them hidden.
Hey, this is getting
You think
intriguing.
someone found out?
These items wouldn't necessarily be worth much, except to a historian or archaeologist.
What if this is how... I mean, if someone learned she'd been collecting treasures, they might be willing to do terrible things.
Thanks for the auto host, Mr. Cornus. Treasure, we got treasure. Epic. So there was still one more drawing. Hang on, there we go.
That must be Ruth and Simon's
Thanks for the
fathers.
thanks for the host,
Perhaps.
Scruff.
They weren't on the best
Appreciate
of
that.
terms.
They look like they want to kill each other.
To a child, maybe it looked worse than it was.
Children are more insightful than
Yes.
you give them credit for, Teddy Bear.
Exactly. If it looks worse to a child, it probably is worse.
There's a story here. The treasure box, the drawings.
The overactive mind of an imaginative child.
Ugh,
She didn't imagine the Viking artifacts.
stupid
You
dismissive
shouldn't be
adult.
so dismissive. The drawings could be her way of dealing with traumatic
This
events.
is what happens when I read you the principles of psychology. You get notions.
You
Ugh.
say that like it's a bad thing. Ruth was troubled. The village was troubled, and... Is that a bell?
The church bell. Someone's here. Maybe Betty.
Why would Betty ring the church bell?
Perhaps she's in trouble. I need to get to the church right now.
Wait, isn't it more likely to be the person you saw the other night? We should
I
be careful.
told you, I'm not sure that was anything. Come on.
Go ahead. I'll catch up with you before you get there. I need a minute to think about all of this.
Okay.
Are you coming?
In a minute. You go on ahead.
Okay. Well, I think we remembered the way to the church. We've looked in all the other rooms, so we can just head on down. I mean, it could just be ghosts, goblins, or ghoulies. Or it could be a dead man. Or it could be the wind. Or it could be ghost goblin ghoulies, yes. Or it could be ghoulie goblin ghosts. Or it just could be the wind, or a bird, or an animal, or, you know, it's very unlikely to be a human. So, be prepared. Joe may shriek.
July July 24th. Memorial service. A commemoration of the accident at the mine this past summer. No sir.
All these fresh graves. Do you think that maybe
No.
Betty...
I'd know.
But
You wouldn't understand. Elizabeth and I, we have a bond.
God,
As a campanology enthusiast getting some
your
more
obsession
practice,
with her
yeah.
is really starting great.
Yeah, he's really obsessed with his
The
sister.
bell's still ringing.
Let's check inside the church.
I thought the door was blocked up.
No one's touched these since yesterday. Regardless of how they got...
Gone fishing?
God is not here.
Well, of course he isn't. You won't find God in a church. God is the wind in the trees, the grass between your toes, the brook that runs
That's
through.
nature, not God.
Who did this?
Someone had lost their faith.
Can you peek through the boards?
Peek!
See anyone?
Well, hello. The candelabra
No,
fell
Listen!
down.
The bell! They're still in there!
Okay, can we get through? We take the boards off?
Hello? I heard the bell.
This is giving me
I'm
the
here to help.
heebie-jeebies.
Congrats on the win,
Boards are
Jesse.
flimsy enough to break.
And thank you for the host. Remove!
Look at that. The Ethel becomes an Edward. I didn't think you had it in you, old fruit.
Be quiet.
Okay. Well, those are certain words.
Betty? Are you here?
Oh, thank you. Wow.
Hello?
Thank you for the host,
This is Edward
Dopey, and
Harden.
the other host,
I'm
Alkesh.
looking for my
Leaky
sister,
and
Stop
Elizabeth.
shit.
shouting, Edward. We're alone. There are only ghosts here.
There are no ghosts.
I don't know about that.
Candle thing fell down.
Lissy, look. Betty's gloves.
Betty's gloves.
They are definitely Betty's.
Oh, for
She got
Pete's
these
sake.
in Boston before she left for New York. She bought them at Woolworth. I remember the day she... She's here.
Where? And why would she leave
Why is
her
she leaving her
clothes
clothes
lying
around?
It doesn't make
Breadcrumbs.
sense.
She's sending
Yes,
me
we
a
can dress the
message.
spooky
She
style
knew
episode
I'd
more.
recognize her gloves, her hat. She's left a trail for me to follow, like Ariadne's red thread.
We're not in a
Betty
labyrinth.
would have left more
Woolworth,
Betty,
not Woolworth.
Baby Betty, you're turning into such a pill.
There's a difference. One is a clothing shop, one is a really cheap English shop, which is now closed down, I believe.
What happened here?
The sign on the door. God is not here. Their faith was challenged, and it didn't survive.
It did do a good pick and mix.
The church book, a record of births and deaths.
So we can find out what happened to the people in the village?
And Elizabeth. I mean, if she was dead,
Her name would be in the book.
vandals tore it to pieces.
I don't think the missing pages left the church. Look. We need to find all the pages.
They considered this a sacred place. For them to destroy it. This was an act of desperation and anger.
Jesus looks sad.
What reason would Jesus have to be
He's
happy?
been crucified,
Don't be
so
blasphemous.
Given that this is all fiction, blasphemy is a contradiction.
Heretic.
excuse me, sorry.
I've never seen you read the Bible before.
I've read the Bible, for he is our peace, who hath made both one, and hath broken down the middle wall of partition between us.
Did you just translate that into Old English?
I happen to know the verse by heart.
You still manage to surprise me sometimes. The missing pages must be here somewhere.
Okay, well apparently I can't pick up that page. I mean, you're literally looking at one.
How many pages are missing?
I counted 4.
They're probably all still here. I know. Let's make it a competition. 1-0 to Team Me.
Can I get this one down here at least? Thank you.
I wanted you to find that one. I know what a rotten loser you are.
What are you doing?
Found another one. You get it. It's right here. Just
Oh, this one actually
more
has
page missing.
stuff on it. Oh, it's a candle. Didn't see that page before.
What's this rope for?
The bell.
The bell.
We need to find all the pages. Isn't this a fire hazard?
They're not always lit. Each candle represents a single prayer.
That's a lot of prayers.
There were a lot of deaths.
Bell
What's
pit.
that?
The last sermon that was held here.
What does it say?
The vicar's handwriting is hard to decipher, and the language.
Oh god, of course I sit down now and I'm yawning. I had energy
Talks
before.
about the village being divided for 20 years. This sermon was held on the anniversary of the accident this past summer. He's asking the congregation to help heal old wounds, to forgive, move on. Something to the effect of, you sit in separate aisles in God's house.
Like Ruth's drawing.
How's everyone doing
I
today
told you,
anyway?
she was perceptive.
It sounds like Grovik was split in two, between those who stood by Johann and those who supported Frederick.
Because of Ruth?
This sermon is from before that. No, this is all about the preceding 20 years of division and disagreements. Tilly varandra.
Edward?
Forgive each other. It addresses Johann and Frederick directly, but I wonder if they were even here.
Remember the wedding picture? They were close friends once. How could they allow their grudge to escalate until...
You call each other traitors, but the only thing you've betrayed are the bonds that unite us.
Ooh, curse.
Here's something else. Many of you believe Grovik was cursed
Raining.
20 years ago.
It's not raining here as
God
yet,
has
but
not
it has been.
cursed you.
Rain is good.
This curse is of your own making.
Ruth's drawing mentioned a curse. What do you think that means?
It means they believed they were cursed, and that they needed
I'm glad you still have
something or
cookies
someone
left.
to blame for their misfortune.
Okay, I found this one all on my own.
2 for 2. A tie. Good job, Teddy. Old
Stop,
bean.
Lissy. This is not a game. Betty's out there.
Of horse feathers. Stop being so gosh darn tedious, Edward. Bitty, bitty, bitty. Will you ever shut up about your precious Betty? Put those pages back in the book, and I'll stop trying to cheer you up.
Yeah, work was good because I got to pair with someone, which is good because it means I get to talk to someone. I didn't get too much else
This
done.
book goes back years. It lists births and deaths.
But
Here's the third Fretland brother. The one who died in Haven.
it's
Oh,
Someone added the word for Banelson, probably quite recently.
What does that mean again?
curse.
Curse. That word is all over this book. Not just the men who died in the mine, but other deaths in the last
I mean,
20
quiet's
years.
not too bad.
Ruth's drawing and the sermon both
Better than
mentioned a curse.
non-quiet.
What do you think it means?
Cookies
I don't
and
know.
rain and quiet days at work and
There were surprisingly
the
few
kittens.
births.
The kittens
Perhaps
are
they blame
adorable.
that on the curse as well.
I have to rearrange the room again at the weekend to try and get them ready for
Look
lit
here.
training, which is going to be fun.
Ruth Elsa Fretland. She was buried in the cemetery.
That says Mulder,
And the next
which
entry,
is
Simon Fretland. Now this is interesting.
Simon is dead? Oh, that's dreadful.
He drowned the day after Ruth died.
Oh, no.
Probably no coincidence. See what's scribbled next to it?
Ward?
Murder.
Murder.
Who killed him? Ruth's father? Or the mob that trashed the store?
It doesn't say. After the children, a half-dozen deaths in a single week.
Shit.
The curse.
It's listed as the cause for every single death.
Maybe there really was a curse.
Primitive superstition. But something changed after Ruth and Simon.
That's Fornado.
It might explain why there's no one around.
Edward,
Or
if
Farada.
it killed everyone, how's
Traitor?
that not a curse? What does that word say? Next to those names at the bottom. Farada.
Traitor.
See, I remembered. It was on the wall at the shop.
Edward? What's wrong?
The final entry. There's no name. Alice, what if...
Oh, Edward, no.
Betty,
It doesn't mean she's...
she's not dead. She can't be. I know.
Teddy.
I need to see the grave for myself. It's not Betty. Betty's still alive.
Teddy? Where are you going? Don't leave me! Edward!
You better not be here, Betty. I'll never forget this one. It's...
I mean, this
unmarked.
is just disgusting.
What are you
anymore.
doing? Have you gone completely mad? Edward, stop it!
Thank God. It's not her. It's not Betty. It's not her.
Oh, Edward. What have you done?
Also, why are they not in a
It's not
coffin?
Elizabeth. I was so afraid,
You're a monster.
but I had to be sure. If Betty...
To hell with your Betty! When did she ever shed a tear for you?
Don't talk about my baby sister like
Or
that.
what? Or what, Edward? What will you do? Ignore us? Banish us? You've spent your entire life chasing her. When are you going to do something useful with what's left of it?
Quiet! Just leave me be.
Fine.
What the hell?
See? Alice? Come back. Don't leave me alone.
Jesus
Please.
Christ. Some kind of imaginary
back.
friend. Wonderful. Also, who is that person? Plot twist! Alice isn't real.
Lissy? Where are you? Lissy?
Have we
Alice?
actually seen her do anything? She didn't row. She didn't take the luggage. That
Alice,
explains why.
please.
She didn't pick up the paper. Ooh, curiouser and curiouser.
Come back to me. Where are you?
It did say that he was an unreliable narrator.
Don't leave me.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's why the bed didn't look like it was slept in.
Lissy? Where are you?
Explains why the bed didn't look like it was slept in or anything.
Lissy?
Yeah. But yeah, he's an idiot for being on the sofa. And yeah, it does explain a lot.
Alice?
Oh, hello. There she is.
I was afraid you'd left me. Now listen to me. No!
Okay.
Alice! Please! Come back to me! Lissy! Where are you? Hey! Lissy, please listen to me. I didn't mean what I said.
Of course you meant it. Everything's always about Betty. Betty, Betty.
I care about you both.
Until it really matters. Then it's obvious who matters more.
I thought she was dead.
I wish she was!
Don't.
You deserve to be alone.
Don't leave me! Please, talk to me.
What's there to talk about?
You can't keep running away from me.
You think you own me? That you control me? That you get to decide how I feel and what I do every minute of every day?
Yeah, because you're not real.
That I'm your puppet. Your little plaything.
Or she's some kind of spirit.
Well, fuck you, Edward Charles Harden! I never should have come here with you on this pointless chase!
Now, be reasonable.
Ow. A really itchy bit on my head all of a sudden.
What are you doing?
What I should have done years ago. Maybe now you'll learn to appreciate us.
Now listen to me. Please, listen. Hear me out. Don't do this. You can't do this to me. I need you. I'm not whole without you. I can't lose you. I can't live without you. Don't, please, don't, no. What? No! Oh, Alice. What have you done? Please, be all right. Please, don't.
You make me sick, Edward. Your mother and father would be ashamed. Elizabeth would be ashamed. They did not think you deserved their love, so they abandoned you.
Don't.
Oh, my child. We are all that you have. And we
It's a weeping
love
angel. Don't blink.
you. We are here. With us, you are never alone. Do not forget.
No,
He blinked.
never. I never forget. I am never alone.
So that happened. I got a bleep bleep for that. Everything changes. It does indeed. And we're definitely not alone. Take 4. And I have the hiccups.
Wake up, Edward.
Oh, this goddamn stupid couch. Hello, Angel. It's me.
Stop
I'm in the game.
hiding. Without us, you are nothing. You cannot hide from us.
Where's Lissy?
Alice is not here.
Bring her back. Please. I need her to...
Alice does not love Elizabeth like you do.
She loves me.
Not like I do, Edward.
I'm so tired. Please.
What do you want?
I think of you so often. You have no idea.
You just want me to forgive you so that we can keep looking for your precious, perfect Betty.
She needs us.
She never needed you, Teddy Bear. And she certainly doesn't need us.
I can't find her on my own.
Well, it's just too bad, my darling Edward. Because we're done playing second fiddle to little sis.
Wait, don't go. I'm talking to you, Lissy. Oh.
He put someone put the creepy gloves on the creepy thing.
Lissy? Please. Listen. You can't keep vanishing on me.
Try me.
Why are you so angry?
You do not know anger, Edward.
Did you ever meet my father?
Alice does not want to speak with you.
And what about you? Are you going to help me?
God helps those who help themselves.
I don't need God's help. I need Lissy.
Do you, though? Did you ever?
What? Of course,
Oh, where's she gone?
Lissy? Lissy! Alice, don't go. Hear me out. I depend on you both.
You can never depend on other people, Edward.
I'm not sure you count as other people.
Everyone leaves, one way or another.
You don't. You can't.
Is that a challenge?
Stop playing games.
Are you ordering me, Teddy Bear?
I'm asking you.
Didn't your father always tell you to stand up for yourself? To be a real man and not a sissy? Maybe that's why he put the gun to his head and pulled the trigger. Kaboom! He was so disappointed about what his only son had turned into.
You're a monster.
Takes one to know one. Old fruit.
I believe there is some old-fashioned Victorian homophobia here, which sucks.
Lissy, get back here.
I've also noticed there's a little cupboard under the stairs.
I gave you this jacket.
That was not there before.
You were here. Lissy, I'm tired of chasing you. Alice, be reasonable. I'm trying to talk to you. Lissy, look. Her jacket. I'm sure it wasn't here yesterday, which means
Christ,
Betty was
Teddy.
here. Perhaps when we were out yesterday. She
Betty,
must have...
Betty.
Betty.
You love Betty more than you love us. But don't you see? What has Betty done that we haven't? What can she do that we cannot? We've always been there for you. Why do you keep looking for her?
She's real. You're not.
So?
What? You decide what is real. We are real to you.
We'll never be the same. Alice? Please.
Are we
She
even
does
here?
not want you.
Who are you talking about?
Why do you think Betty left? She was sick and tired of us. She wanted to escape.
Like Mother.
Drowning herself because she couldn't stand being around us.
Like Father.
Bang! Right in the coconut.
Stop.
You drive them all away, Edward. All into death.
Please.
But not us. We're always here for you.
I beg you.
You are never alone.
Stop! Leave me alone, both of you!
You want to be alone?
You really want to be alone?
Fine. You're alone.
Good.
Lissy,
Looks like it's storming outside.
come back. Please. Don't leave me.
Who's lighting all these candles? Yeah, we can't get into the cupboard under the stairs.
I lied. I don't want you to leave me alone. I don't want to be alone.
Weird. So weird. Oh, hello. Bleep bloop. I am not alone! Everything changes. Again. Day 5. Okay, we're going to take a very quick break. In a minute, when it wakes up. Yes. Take a very quick break. I'll be back momentarily.
Betty? Elizabeth? Is that you? Are you upstairs? Betty, I'm coming. I knew you were here. Wait there. I'm on my way. Betty? Betty! Are you in there? Open the door! I'm coming in. Stand away from the door.
Look. It's a crow. Oh, and the window's open.
Betty?
Oh shit.
No. No, 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 no. Oh. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
That's not good. That's the wife.
I thought it was you, Betty. But who? Anna.
Where's the husband then?
It's from Johann, addressed to his wife. Did you notice the handwriting, Betty? He was clearly distraught. Knock ere knock. Enough is enough. After decades of strife, I pray that God will... Tilly, forgive me. I am tired of secrets. For 20 years I have kept my silence about our discovery, but my silence has only led to misfortune, and my cowardice has only led to death. I will make Frederick pay for what he has done to us, for what they have done to our Ruth. When it is over, I will let the ocean take me to you and Ruth.
He stole
May
our
God
boat.
forgive me. Anna was already dead when he wrote this. He had no one else to confess to. What now, Betty? Johann went to confront his brother, probably at Frederick's farm. And then? You said this was a gift from another unlucky suitor. It was precious to you. You wouldn't have left it here unless... a signpost. A breadcrumb. You followed Johann to Frederick Fretland's farm, and then to the mine. You wouldn't let this go, Betty. You'd follow your story to the end. All the way to the end.
I guess we're following it to the end.
Did you go to the mine, Betty? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I mean, this did not go where, but it did not go where I was expecting it to go, but we're still ending up in the place that I expected to go.
Did you follow Johann to the farm? Don't worry. I'm right behind you.
Where's the farm? Where's the mine? Okay. Oh, we should probably put the lighter with the creepy selection of things. Ugh, that plant scared me. Oh no, we might be keeping the lighter. I mean, there is one possibility that this is some kind of metaphoric journey, and Betty's not his sister, but a past self, or, you know, there's some kind of transition thing going on. And he's clearly not writing them. That was poorly phrased. Could be a different personality. It could be someone he wants to become.
So where
She wants
is
to
Frederick's
become.
farm?
I don't know. It could be something like that.
The gate. Frederick's warning. The path leads to his farm.
I don't know. Or, yeah, trying to find a true self. True self is Betty. It's manifested as a sister. There's snow. It's
The
weird.
farm is on the way to the mine, isn't that so, Betty? Did you follow the tracks to the mine? What led you to this place?
Well, now we go over.
All these fragments. You'd piece them together into a story, wouldn't you, Betty? So, what do we know? Johann and Frederick are partners, and on good terms. Something happens in the mine. Disagreements lead to a falling out. And at the end of it all, 20 years later, Johann walks this path to confront Frederick.
I mean, this could all be a metaphorical mindscape.
Betty? Was this your doing, Johann? Did you burn your brother's farm to the ground? And where were you, Betty? Did you witness their fall? Betty?
Oh, hello. Some kind of safe.
What do you reckon, Betty?
Okay, so we need a safe code.
Are you here, Betty?
Well, there's more dates.
Simon's grave. Born December 5th, 1909, died
Oh.
September 17th, 1923. The safe. Frederick would choose numbers that meant something to him. Why bury Simon here, and not at the cemetery?
Schism.
His wife's grave is also here. Perhaps Frederick wanted nothing to do with the church, or with their god.
But 5th of December, that was when the wife
really
died.
Use your imagination, Betty. You'd figure this out in no time.
Because I was thinking, oh, that's 2 days before my birthday, but she died in childbirth. She never got to know her son. Weird barn thing. Weird little hut on wheels thing. Just kind of hoping for another drawing point. But I think maybe we've got to get the safe open. Everyone doing okay?
Let's try Simon's birthday. Another Viking artifact, Betty. Most likely from the same treasure Ruth found. Postmarked in Boston. That's a curious coincidence. Dear Frederick, I hope this letter, it's in English, Betty. Hope this letter finds you and the boy in good health. We're concerned about you both. No word from you for almost 2 years now. All of us still heartbroken about Margaret's passing. We know things have been difficult for you and Simon. Mr. Fretland, we expect you to take care of this problem. If the discovery is made public, the authorities will intervene and the mine will be shut down. Should this happen, we will consider it a breach of our contract, and we will withdraw our investment. You and your brother will be responsible for all debts and losses. Johann must be convinced to wall up the chamber. We have already dealt with the worker who made the discovery.
Is that the brother?
The Fretland Mining Company. I wonder what this unlocks.
Probably the mine. It's not like a coincidence this is a safe
You
in the
went
middle
to
of
the mine. I hope our guardian angel watched over you.
I have no idea what the rest of that letter was, but it was like Harold and Louise. With the names on it.
All right, Betty. So what happens next in your story? Johann and Frederick discover something in the mine. A cave or chamber of archaeological value. They argue about what to do. If the discovery is made public, it's the end of their enterprise. Johann is convinced or paid to walk away. Their secret stays hidden. Then, a few months later, the accident. 3 men die. The investors pull out. The mine shuts down. Frederick's up to his neck in debt. You're at the mine, aren't you?
I'm really not sure at this point what to believe or anything. I want to pick up the lantern.
So, 20 years pass. The Fretland feud tears the village apart, setting neighbor against neighbor. And then, Ruth stumbles across the secret in the mine. After all this time, the truth may finally come to light, but she dies. And the day after, Simon is murdered.
Or he could be...
It's a catalyst. Old grievances resurface. No matter who you stand with, you're a traitor. Things escalate. More people die. From disease, despair, suicides, murder.
Who killed the hangman?
Did you come here to tell their stories? All because of the mine. Because of what they found there. And what they covered up. There was no one to stop it, Betty. They were alone. That's the real curse of Grovik.
Ah, Gravik.
Isolation. You were always braver than me. This place is cursed. Ridiculous.
Oh, it's the head of the dome.
Ruth was here the day she fell. Something spooked her, and then she ran all the way to the cliff where... Do you know what happened, Betty? Did you witness it?
Well, if she did, she's probably dead too.
Hello? Betty, are you in there? Please answer me. Betty? Hello? Betty, are you here? Oh, Betty. This is Mother's brooch. You always wore this. You wouldn't take it off unless... You left it here for a reason. What am I not seeing?
Cave in. Sneeze as well. I'm trying to run. Oh. Oh dear. We're not discovering anything in there.
Edward! Edward!
Betty? Elizabeth? Is that you?
Edward?
I'm here, Betty!
Where are you?
It's Edward! I'm on my way, Betty. Wait for me.
Thank you.
Edward!
Stay where you are. I'm coming.
Edward! Edward! Where are you?
I can hear you. I'm on my way. Stay put, Betty. I'm coming for you. Betty? Betty!
Edward, please! Hurry!
Elizabeth. I'm coming, Betty. I'm on my way. Don't move. I'm coming for you. I'm here,
Edward!
Betty. I'm almost there. I can hear you. Hold on. I'm almost there. Stay put, Betty. I'm coming for you. Betty? Betty!
Please, Edward! Hurry!
Elizabeth?
Edward?
I'm on my way. Don't move. I'm coming for you. I'm here, Betty. It's Edward. It's me. I can hear you. Hold on. I'm almost
Where
there.
are you?
Stay put, Betty. I'm coming for you.
Oh, Edward! Hurry!
I'm coming.
Edward,
You're here.
is that you?
You're
I'm in
inside
here.
the house. Isn't that right, Betty? You're finally here. Elizabeth. There you are. Finally.
No, that's the...
You have no idea how long I've been looking for you.
That's the
You had
dummy.
me so worried. I... Look. Your brooch. Mother's brooch. You must have lost it at the mine.
Thanks for the host, Jess.
Let me put it on for you, Betty. I wouldn't want you to lose it again.
What the...
No.
He's been picking up random shit.
She's been dead for 30 years, Edward. Elizabeth was never here. But we didn't come for her. We came for Johann, and Anna, and Frederick, and Simon, and Ruth. We're here to tell their stories.
No. Elizabeth. She's here.
You know Betty died when she was a baby. She drowned in the pond. And you found her. You were just 11. You carried her to your mother. And your mother,
She hated you for that.
she could never forgive you for bringing her baby to her. And you could never forgive yourself for what she did after. You always forget this. Because you don't want to be alone. So you bring Betty back. Again and again. To New York. To Boston. To the house. But always just out of reach. Never quite there. The scent of her, the echo of her, but never really her. And all it does is make you lonelier. But the thing is, Edward, you're never alone.
You have us.
And you'll always have us. Betty's... She was never there for you. She couldn't be. You can't lose us. We're a part of you.
Forever. And ever. And ever.
But you need to let Betty go now. There's not room for all of us in there.
So that must be his mum.
I couldn't save you, Elizabeth. I'm so sorry.
No, that's Greta Gaynor.
It is as painful to wake from a vision as it is to be born anew.
Okay, well, we need to find out what happened to the rest of the people. Awakening. Edward is born anew. Now we get to find out what happened to everyone else, right? Day 6. Good, we get another day. But at least we're not going to be chasing after phantoms.
Goodbye, Betty.
It was a random hat, a random scarf, a random badge, random gloves, and a random coat. We're still the same weirdo.
Are you here, Lissy?
Yes?
But we've still got Lissy. I wonder what else we've been seeing.
Where are you, Lissy?
Outside, Teddy. Teddy bear? Are you up? Come outside. It's a beautiful day. Had your noodle juice yet?
I might be weaned off this stuff.
Boo. Don't lose your taste for tea, old fruit. It keeps you human. We have unfinished business.
We do?
The final piece of the puzzle.
Ruth.
Come on. Let's go back to where it started. We have an appointment with a ghost.
Lissy. Nothing. Alice?
What is it?
No, it's nothing. Lissy,
What?
forget it.
Such an amazing view, isn't it? And the air.
Sit.
Why did we come here, Teddy?
To Grovik? Well... The letter to Frederick.
The one you found in his safe. From Boston.
I may have overheard a conversation somewhere. Paid it no attention, but the name stuck. And Betty... And I spun a story around it that put us on this path.
Do you really believe that? I mean, how often are you around people?
Some places have gravity.
What are you saying? Gravewick's gravity pulled us across the Atlantic Ocean?
Grovik. No, I'm not saying that. That's irrational.
But you believe it, don't you? That we were summoned to tell their story.
To find my sister.
But Betty's not. She was never here. It doesn't make sense.
I'm a man of science. I don't know what to believe.
And yet, here we are. All three of us.
Is this what you wanted to show me?
I wanted to be close to her. Do you believe in ghosts, Edward?
You know I don't.
Well, you've been chasing one for years.
That's different.
What about me? Us.
You're not ghosts, you're alive.
Fair enough. So what really happened to Ruth?
She was probably murdered.
By Simon?
No, I don't believe it was Simon.
Then who? Frederick? The hanged man? Someone else?
Does it matter?
Maybe not. So she ran from the mine. And she came here. And then someone pushed her? If only she had wings. Like a bluebird. She could have soared away on autumn winds. But why was she killed?
Because she was playing where she shouldn't.
The secret the Fretlands had kept for a generation. If people learn the truth, it might tear the community apart. So she was murdered, and the village was cursed. I hope she's at peace. And with God. Do you think that's where everyone's gone?
They're dead. I don't believe there's anything more to it than that. But there's comfort in oblivion, and we won't be alone. We'll never know
Oops. Wrong button.
what happened to everyone in Grovik.
We tried our best. We'll remember them. All of them. Maybe that will give them some peace in oblivion. Could this be your book, Edward? The one you've been wanting to write? A story about people who are isolated, left behind by the world. You can give them all a proper ending, with no annoying loose threads. Edward! Is that?
Our boat? But how?
Who cares? Let's catch it before it sets out on another adventure.
I don't understand how this can be.
Draugen got tired of sailing around in it and brought it back to us.
It must have been the wind.
Whatever helps you sleep at night, teddy bear. Let's blouse while the weather's still good.
I need my suitcase.
So get a wiggle on, old boy. I'm going to say my goodbyes to all the things. I don't think we'll be back. Meet you at the house.
My goodness. Righty-ho. No rush. We have all day.
I'm gonna put it further up. This is a really beautiful game. Draw! Yay! I'm just gonna have a quick look at what we're looking at on achievements. Wow. So there's like a whole bunch of secret achievements. And then the end. So this is like the last chapter. Can I have a peek before? In case there's something we can do in the last chapter. Or shall I just carry on? I mean, if we've missed something, we've missed it because, you know, we've tried. There's no reason why we can't check everywhere before we go back to the house. Have some tea. I feel like with, is it like 5 achievements? There should be something slightly more obvious. And if missed, I mean, maybe I missed a drawing somewhere and there was one more drawing. I'm making myself feel a bit seasick, actually. Maybe I shouldn't have had my chocolate bar.
What a beautiful day.
Someone filled it in. It's entirely possible that nothing happened here that was real. I mean, Anna's dead in the bedroom, though very well preserved corpse. Frederick and Johann went somewhere, possibly in the mine in the cave-in. I like that it's named after a monster, Draugen.
Huh, look at that. The ground's finally dried up. Really is lovely here.
Mm-hmm. curious now. I'm just going to have a peek. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, completed all the sketches, exhausted all Lizzie conversations. Lizzie got tired of you. And some other stuff. So, yeah. Hopefully there's some kind of chapter select, I don't know. So obviously, you know, I might have to just replay through it again.
Come on, Teddy. Pack your things. I'll meet you by the boat.
Do you never sit still?
Don't be a wet blanket. Let's make like the wind and get out of here.
I almost wish we had more time to dig deeper into the history of Grovik. You know, this house is starting to grow on me. I almost wish we had more time to dig deeper into the history of Grovik.
Literally just opened the door. Why is it closing?
You know, this house is starting to grow on me. The wind and the ocean are like music. I think I'll miss this place.
Come on, let's go. Row, Teddy, row. The water's still cold.
It's a fjord, Lissy, and it's almost winter.
There'll be snow when we get back to Hanover.
The house will be warm.
Are we going to be all right, Edward?
I think so.
Just got goodbye to all the things. Red Thread Games! The end. So, 5 achievements that were secret that I didn't manage to unlock. There are 9! There were 9, we got like 5. Oh dear. So one of them is for basically staying after the menu screen for half an hour, which is obviously interesting. Oh yeah, there was a PS5 announcement stuff, wasn't there, today? Sweaty keys. So yeah, I mean, I will leave it on. If I put my controller on to charge, it shouldn't turn itself off. It's kind of like it's plugged in. I'm not sure I'm going to leave it on. Oops, I knocked the camera. I'm not sure I'll leave it on stream for half an hour of black rowing. I don't know whether there's going to be any scene select, but the I missed one. I should have gone up to the I should have gone up in the house at the end. Because you can interact with Ruth's bed on day 6. The other ones, I can complete all the sketches. The conversation one requires a replay. There's different ones on each day. There's like a 100% walkthrough thing, which is basically just a video, which is really irritating. I would have thought I would have triggered everything, but obviously I accidentally didn't. So yeah, so don't press return to title here is basically what they say, and leave it up for half an hour. Should go back to the menu on its own or whatever. But you're rowing to shore, and then you get an achievement. I don't think I'll, unless you want me to yabber on for half an hour, I don't think that's a good idea. But hey, so yeah, so some missables. If you're following a guide, I guess you wouldn't miss them. But a good game all in all. I really enjoyed that. I'm going to put the end screen on because it seems pointless staying on. I'll leave the game up. I really need to make myself bigger on this end screen, I suppose. Still tiny in the corner. Seems a little silly. It's more like I should be going, "Hi, I'm Joe, and I'm still here," and stuff. Maybe I'll sort that out at some point. Maybe I should be in the middle. Or flip myself over. I don't know. Something to consider. But yeah, it's been a good game. Interesting. I feel like there's still some unresolved stuff, but I guess, you know, you're not really supposed to. You're supposed to speculate. It's supposed to make you think. But yeah, it did not go where I expected it to go, and yeah. Yeah, I like games that make you think and that have an interesting story. So yeah, it's gone black and it's still rowing. So yeah, I'll leave this on till like 1:15 and hopefully it should pop. So that'll be that one done, and then I'll have to do a replay to get the others. But hey, so tomorrow is Friday. Yeah, I know. Shock horror, tomorrow is Friday. How is it Friday already? I mean, today's Thursday, so. But that means we're doing Division 2 co-stream. Scruff needs a story achievement for Warboats, but we just figured we'd do it again. So Jesse, Leakey, Ross and I will be back tomorrow. Not quite sure what time, 8 or 9. I'm sure there'll be more Jesse races, and then try and get some of my older promos out of the way at the weekend. Maybe do like a triple bill hour thingy-majiggies. Yes, but then we get less gaming in before some of us have to go to bed. So you could still wake up at 7 PM and we could game at 8. You just have to be quicker. 8's fine, cool. It's okay, Scruff. We'll fit in around you, and everyone else. 8 just, you know, gives like 4 hours before everyone falls asleep. Your sleeping schedule's more screwed than mine is. But hey. Yeah, I should really do something different with this screen. You're fixing it during your week off. Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, screenshot uploaded. I might need to like wiggle a thing occasionally so it doesn't I did get some pretty screenshots with this one. I might need to wiggle the stick occasionally so my Xbox doesn't decide to go to sleep. But I just didn't want my controller to go to sleep. Maybe I should actually just pick my controller up. Just keep the stick wiggling. But yeah, no, this was a good game. Shame it's classified as adventure, not a point and click, because, you know, it would help me go further up the leaderboard. But I stuck all the ones that I haven't finished, well, most of the ones I haven't finished in my to-do list, and I've got well more than enough to shoot up the all point and click leaderboard. Not just England. I mean, I'm second in England, but I can be top 10 in the whole world for point and clicks if I finish off all of my ones that I own. And even if I do most of them. So that's going to be my goal over the next bit until Bean Dive. I might leave the ones I haven't started till Bean Dive. And there's some that I want to stream. Like I want to do a complete run of The Walking Dead. Picking choices based on what I know about the characters and see how stuff will affect choices in the future. And because it's all in one game, everything will fit together and everything will affect everything. So that should be really cool. And then The Wolf Among Us 2 is coming out at some point, so I do want to do an on-stream playthrough of The Wolf Among Us because that was a really good one. That's on Windows though, because I've already completed it on Xbox and 360. So I will do that, and then I've got 2 sponsored games, Edgar and Balzac and Office Quest, that are point and clicks that will be on stream. And then I've got a couple of others that I'll probably do off stream. Though there's one called Apocalypse or something like that that I may do on stream because it just looks a bit weird and there's it might be interesting. But I need to do like things like finish off Your Toy, which I've got like 3 achievements left, and actually play Pillars of the Earth properly so that I, you know, don't just fart around picking it up every, you know, year or so going, got another achievement in this. Oh, and I still need to finish that Dream game. I bought the first 2 on PC on Steam because I was like, I feel like we're missing so much of this story, so I'm very tempted to stream those. I also got Yesterday, which was the prequel to Yesterday's Origin, which we played on stream. I think there's also an Adam Venture one, but I don't know whether I got that. And there's still the Zero Escape one. I mean, I've still got a bunch of PC games, including some point and clicks. Plus, I've still got some promos that I do. But yeah, I think this weekend what I might do is like a triple bill 3-hour. Let's do highlights of 3 promos that I've got that I really should have done a while ago, like last year, and never got round to. I've got Just Ignore Them, Distraint, and Winter's Daydream. So I might just like do like a Sunday afternoon. We'll see when Jesse's got races and try and work around that. If it's asleep, it's fine, but you know, I might do like midday or something. Try and get those cleared, and then I've got new Retalaika visual novel, which is called Strawberry Vinegar, which looks delightful. So I'll probably do that next Tuesday. And then I've got a couple of other ID games that I've got. So we've got plenty to stream. I still need to finish Kentucky Route Zero because I'm fairly certain everyone wants to at least know how the story ends. even if it's not the whole story, because I missed so much. And Last Door I'm finishing off stream because, well, it's just weird, and it's the one that I've picked to focus on because I was nearly there. And then I've got like season 2 on PC as well, which was like a couple of quid. Why is TA not scanning today? It's really annoying. So yeah, so I've got tons. Got tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of point and clicks. I've still got to do Bear With Me. They brought out the achievements for the DLC. Not that they brought out many, but that requires a playthrough in Shadowgate. God, I think I've got a thing for that. I've still got a Sherlock Holmes game. Dreamfall Chapters, that's the name of that one. And then I've got Anna Extended Edition on the 360, which that game is so weird and clunky. I just need to find a walkthrough. I think Mad-Eye said something about a walkthrough. I really am just babbling, aren't I? But yes, there's Apocalypsis, the Tree of Knowledge of Good and Evil, which I might do on stream because it looks interesting. I've got Decay, which I probably won't do. And yeah, I've got like 20... What have I got? Yeah, I've got like 13,000 gamer score worth of point and clicks that, you know, are doable, just require several hours, and that's not even including like some of the ones that I haven't started. I'd like to get up to 80% before Bean Dive. I mean, if I don't do a Bean Dive, I can get to 82% fairly simply. I set a goal 82 by the end of the year, and it's like, oh yes, you just need to do 2 a day. I'm like, yes, if I don't start any new games. I accidentally started Mahjong in 10 version because I was like, oh, someone said the save file sync, and I opened it up and went to check if the save file had synced, and it just unlocked a whole bunch of achievements. I'm like, yep, the save file synced. So I just have to do the perfect month on that, but I've got all my gold and silver medals already, so that's great. And Minesweeper synced, but it's not the new version yet, so I'll wait for that one, but it's got my badges in, so that should be good. So I'll just have to do a perfect month. So hopefully that comes out before July, because then I can just make a note to do a daily thing on that. I've still got a bunch of badges to do on my Sudoku mobile one, but I got the perfect month on that, so that's fine. And I'm just babbling. I'm really just babbling. I miss people. I really do. This lockdown has been not great. I mean, you know, it's not bad, I mean, but I miss people. I miss family. But I have kittens. The kittens are cute. Mama Zora's annoying me. She keeps on climbing up inside the sofa. It's like, for God's sake, you know me by now. You've been here like 3 months. Come on. I give you food. But no. So yeah. Right, I'm going to leave this up for another 20 minutes. Wiggle the thing occasionally so it doesn't go to sleep. It's also uploading my screenshots, which is helpful. And then that should unlock one more in this, and then I'll have 4 that I missed, which I'll have to replay it for. But it should only take a couple of hours, I would have thought, provided I can find out where these conversations are. And I don't know whether, if I go in like, well, what I'll do is once this is finished and it goes back to the menu, I'll see if there's a chapter select. Because if there's a chapter select, that makes a replay a lot easier because I can just, you know, reverse order the chapters and hopefully it'll just pick up the ones I missed. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I really did get a bit of motion sickness on that because that would involve me not having to do quite so much on the replay with the motion sickness. Yeah, that really is the only bad thing about this game, is the head bob. If they'd have just like either given the option to turn it off or smoothed it out a bit, then this game would have been pretty damn perfect. Intriguing story, interesting characters, gorgeous graphics, just about the right length, I think, for the price. Oh no, yeah, this one was just slightly on the more expensive side for the length then. if we're talking like 4-5 hours. But hey, you know, it's still not bad. But yeah, that would be my only thing. We could turn off the motion blur, but we couldn't turn off the head bob, and that was slightly nauseating. But good game aside from that. And yeah, I enjoyed it, and I'm glad I got to sort of like play that on stream. So yeah, cool. All right, I'm gonna sign off now. You can stop listening to me babble. And I will see you all tomorrow for Division 2 co-stream.